Ladies and gentlemen, life will knock you down. It's not a question of if, but when. The truth is, we all face adversity. Whether it's a failure in business, a personal setback, or an unexpected challenge, the road will get tough. But here's the thing, what matters isn't how hard you get knocked down, but how you get back up. Let me tell you, when life knocks you down, you don't just get back up, you get up smarter. Life has a way of challenging us at the most unexpected moments. It could be a failure in business, a personal loss, or a setback that shakes you to your core. We've all experienced those moments when we feel like we've been knocked down. And when it happens, it feels heavy, overwhelming, and discouraging. But here's the thing. It's in those moments that the true power lies. It's not the knockdown that defines you, but how you choose to respond to it. We've all heard the phrase, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." On the surface, it sounds almost too simple, like a motivational quote you could see on a poster, but behind those words is a profound truth. The knockdown is not the end of the road. It's not an obstacle meant to stop you. Instead, it's an opportunity in disguise, an invitation to learn, grow, and rise again, smarter and stronger than before. The key is to embrace it. We don't have control over everything that happens to us, but we do have control over how we respond. Most people, when faced with pain or disappointment, want to avoid it, run from it, or deny it. But the truth is, running from pain doesn't make it go away. It just prolongs the inevitable. The only way to truly heal and grow is to face the pain head on and ask the right question. What can I learn from this? It's not always easy, and it's not always clear in the moment. But the wisdom lies in our willingness to search for it. Every setback, no matter how painful, holds within it a lesson. Sometimes a lesson about ourselves, sometimes about others, or sometimes about the world around us. The challenge is to find that lesson. You see, failure doesn't have to be the final chapter in your story. It can be the beginning of a new, more powerful chapter if you're willing to learn from it. When life knocks you down, don't waste the pain. You must transform it. Pain is only temporary, but the wisdom you gain from it can last a lifetime. Every time you face adversity, you have the chance to learn something new. Maybe it teaches you resilience, how to pick yourself up when everything seems lost. Maybe it teaches you patience, the importance of taking things one step at a time. Maybe it teaches you humility, showing you that no one has all the answers. And sometimes, maybe it teaches you the most valuable lesson of all, that you are capable of much more than you ever realized. Don't let pain define you, let it refine you. The challenge, then, is not to avoid the knocks or the falls, but to learn how to rise from them. Ask yourself, what can I take from this experience? How can this make me better? What lesson is here for me? The pain you feel today can be the fuel for your future success. The key is to have the courage to face it, to understand that this moment is not the end of your story, but a turning point. So, the next time life knocks you down, don't run from it. Embrace it, learn from it, let it teach you everything you need to know to rise again, stronger and smarter than ever before. Remember, the knockdown isn't the end, it's the beginning of a new chapter. And it's up to you to write it. When life knocks you down, the first thing you need to do is refuse to stay down. It's a simple concept, but one that can change everything. The world will try to convince you to quit, to give up, to let go of your dreams. It will tell you that it's easier to just accept defeat and move on. But I'm here to remind you that you were not born for an easy life. You were born to rise again, stronger, smarter, and wiser. The easy path is not the one that will shape you into the person you were meant to be. We all face moments of doubt, moments where the weight of the world seems too heavy to bear. You might be hurt, physically, emotionally, or mentally, and the temptation to stay down, to wallow in the pain is real. It's easy to believe that your setbacks define you, that the road ahead is too tough to continue. But I'm telling you right now that those setbacks do not define you. How you respond to them does. How you choose to rise, to stand up again, is what shapes your future. You don't have to rise in great leaps. Sometimes it's the small steps that matter most. Even the smallest movement forward, even the slightest attempt to get up is a victory. It's a sign that you're not willing to let life's challenges take you down permanently. Every time you get up, you show the world that you are resilient. You show that you have the heart, the grit, and the strength to keep going. And the more you rise, the stronger you become. Refusing to stay down doesn't mean ignoring the pain or pretending that everything is fine. It doesn't mean suppressing your emotions or acting like the struggle isn't real. It means acknowledging the pain, feeling it, and then deciding that you are not going to let it control you. You refuse to let it stop you from moving forward, from pursuing your goals, and from living your purpose. The world will test you, life will knock you down time and time again, but each time you rise, you get better at it. You become more skilled at handling adversity, more capable of pushing through the tough times, and more confident in your own ability to overcome anything that comes your way. The more you rise, the more you realize that nothing can truly defeat you. It's not about how hard you fall. It's about how hard you get back up. So when life knocks you down, and it will, remember this: you are not done. You are just getting started. Refuse to stay down. Get up, no matter how small the step, and keep moving forward. Each time you rise, you prove to yourself and to the world that you are unstoppable. The act of getting back up is what makes you a winner. And with each victory, you build the strength to rise even higher the next time life tries to knock you down. When life knocks you down, it's easy to feel as though everything is against you. The world feels darker, the road ahead appears more difficult, and uncertainty seems to be all around you. It's natural to feel overwhelmed, as if the weight of the world has shifted to your shoulders. But here's something crucial to understand. It's not the world that has changed, it's your perspective. What you're facing now is not the end. It's simply a shift in the way you see the world. And the incredible truth is, you have the power to change how you look at everything. The world hasn't shifted, your viewpoint has. In moments of difficulty, it's easy to get caught in the struggle, to feel as though you're fighting against something bigger than yourself. But when you step back and change your perspective, you begin to see the struggle for what it truly is, an opportunity to grow. Every challenge, every setback is shaping you. It's carving you into the person you need to become for the next phase of your life. Imagine that each hardship is actually preparing you for something greater, even if you can't see it yet. You may be feeling pain now, but that pain is a seed that, with time and care, will grow into something powerful. Look at your challenges as opportunities to stretch your potential. In the midst of the storm, it can be hard to see, but the difficulties you're facing today are shaping you into the person you will need to be tomorrow. When you change your perspective, the obstacles that once seemed insurmountable become stepping stones on your path to success. They are not roadblocks, but launch pads, pushing you higher, further, and faster than you ever thought possible. It's all about perspective. When you see struggles as opportunities, you begin to view life through a lens of possibility, not defeat. You stop focusing on how hard it is, and instead focus on how much stronger you'll be on the other side. With every challenge, you gain resilience, wisdom, and the confidence that you can handle whatever comes next. Imagine a world where every setback is seen as a lesson, every failure as feedback, and every moment of difficulty as a growth opportunity. That is a mindset of success. Understand this: life will always test you. You will face setbacks, disappointments, and hardships. But what matters is how you choose to view them. Do you see them as obstacles, or do you see them as opportunities to rise, to learn, and to grow? The choice is yours. When you embrace challenges as stepping stones, you free yourself from the weight of defeat and open up the door to unlimited potential. So, next time life knocks you down, don't just focus on the pain. Step back, change your perspective, and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How is this shaping me into the person I need to become? When you do, you'll find that those struggles aren't the end of your journey. They're just the beginning of something far greater. The difference between those who rise after a fall and those who stay down often lies in one word: learning. Life, in its unpredictability, offers us moments of triumph and moments of challenge. And in those challenging moments, there's a choice. You can see failure as the end, or you can see it for what it truly is: a classroom, rich with lessons waiting to be uncovered. The question is, are you willing to show up as a student? Are you willing to ask yourself the questions that lead to growth? When life knocks you down, the first step is reflection. It's not easy to sit with your mistakes, your missteps, and your pain, but this is where the transformation begins. You must ask yourself, what went wrong? What could I have done differently? These aren't questions meant to criticize or condemn you. They're meant to guide you toward understanding what happened, why it happened, and how you can prevent it from happening again. Decisions are made only when we realize that we have the power to change something for the better. This is the foundation of growth. But learning from experience doesn't mean dwelling in regret or beating yourself up over what could have been. Regret is a thief. It steals your time, your energy, and your confidence. Instead, focus on what you can take from the experience and how you can use it to move forward. The past cannot be changed, but the future is shaped by what you do now. Learning means shifting your perspective from one of loss to one of opportunity. It means seeing the setback not as a defining moment, but as a stepping stone. Mistakes don't make you less capable, they make you more prepared. They teach you about yourself, about others, and about the world. They reveal your strengths and your weaknesses, and they highlight the areas where you need to grow. If you choose to learn, every mistake becomes a gift. It equips you with wisdom, clarity, and resilience, qualities that no amount of success alone can teach you. The more you learn, the smarter you become. The smarter you become, the better you can navigate the challenges ahead. Remember, success is not about avoiding failure. It's about learning how to handle it. The greatest achievers in history weren't people who never failed. They were people who failed, learned, adapted, and rose again. They used their experiences, both good and bad, as tools to refine their strategies, strengthen their resolve, and fuel their ambitions. And you can do the same. So when life hands you a challenge, don't waste it. Don't brush it aside or let it defeat you. Sit with it, reflect on it. Ask yourself, what is this here to teach me? Then take that lesson and apply it. Use it to grow stronger, to become wiser, and to prepare yourself for what's next. Smarter means better. Better means unstoppable. And unstoppable is where your next chapter begins. When life knocks you down, it doesn't just test your patience or endurance. It tests your resolve. It's in those moments of difficulty, when everything seems uncertain and your dreams feel out of reach, that life asks the most important questions. How badly do you want to succeed? How much faith do you have in your vision and in your ability to achieve it? These moments are pivotal because they strip away the distractions and reveal the strength or weakness of your commitment. Adversity is not the enemy, it's the fire that forges the strongest steel. When challenges arise, they're not there to break you, but to mold you into someone capable of handling even greater things. Each setback is an invitation to dig deeper, to reaffirm your belief in yourself, and to press forward with even greater determination. Let adversity ignite a fire within you, a fire that burns brighter with every obstacle you overcome. This fire is your resolve, and it has the power to transform your pain into progress. Think about the stories that inspire us most. Are they tales of smooth sailing and easy success? No. They're stories of people who faced overwhelming odds, fell to their knees, and then got back up. What makes these individuals stand out isn't that they never fell, but that they refused to stay down. They let their hardships strengthen their determination to succeed, and in doing so, they achieve greatness. So their challenges didn't diminish them, they defined them. Your dreams demand the same from you. They demand that when life says no, you respond with watch me. They demand that when the world tries to close a door, you find another way in. And they demand that when you fall, you rise with greater resolve than before. Resolve is the quiet voice that says, I will keep going, even when every part of you wants to quit. It's the refusal to let a knockdown define you or derail you from the path you've chosen. The truth is, the harder the journey, the greater the reward. The more you're tested, the stronger you'll become. Every time you choose to press forward, you grow, you learn, you evolve. And that growth, that evolution, is what prepares you for the success that lies ahead. It's not about avoiding the struggles, it's about using them as stepping stones. Each struggle strengthens your resolve, and with each strengthened resolve, you get closer to your dreams. So the next time life knocks you down, don't let it weaken your spirit. Stand tall, even if it's painful. Take the lesson, even if it's hard to see. Use the experience to sharpen your focus, deepen your commitment, and fuel your desire to press on. Let every knockdown become a reason to fight harder, a reason to believe even more strongly in what you're capable of achieving. Your resolve is your greatest weapon, and when you wield it, nothing can hold you back. The journey to success is never a smooth, predictable road. It's full of twists that surprise you, turns that make you question your direction, and bumps that test your resilience. There will be times when you feel completely knocked down, unsure of what to do next. It's in those moments that you may begin to doubt everything, your goals, your purpose, even your ability to rise again. But here's the truth. The path to your vision was never meant to be easy. It was meant to be worth it. And staying committed to your vision is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. Your vision isn't just a dream or a fleeting desire. It's the light that illuminates the way forward, even in the darkest times. It's the reason you started in the first place, the driving force behind your efforts, and the promise of a better tomorrow. When you lose sight of that vision, it's like being adrift in a storm with no compass. But when you hold tight to it, when you keep it front and center in your mind, it becomes your anchor. It grounds you when everything feels chaotic. And it reminds you why you're doing this in the first place. Setbacks and knockdowns are inevitable, but they don't have to derail you. In fact, they can fuel your determination if you let them. Every time you face a challenge, you have a choice. You can let it weaken your resolve, or you can use it as proof of how much your vision matters. When you get knocked down, ask yourself, why did I start this journey? What am I working toward? What is the bigger picture? Those questions will bring you back to your vision and help you move forward with renewed purpose. Commitment to your vision means refusing to let temporary discomfort or disappointment dictate your future. It means staying the course even when the road feels long and progress feels slow. There will be days when you want to throw in the towel, but those are the days when commitment matters most, because it's not about how fast you get there, it's about staying true to the destination. Think about the people who inspire you. The ones who have achieved great things didn't get there by coasting through an easy life. They faced setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt, just like you, but they didn't let those moments define them. They stayed committed to their vision, and that commitment carried them through the tough times. They kept their eyes on the prize, no matter how many times they stumbled. Your vision is the fire that keeps your passion alive. It's what gives meaning to the sacrifices you make and the effort you put in. When you're tired, it reminds you of the reward waiting at the end. When you're discouraged, it reignites your belief in what's possible. Stay committed to your vision and let it pull you forward, even when the path feels uncertain. Because the only way to fail is to stop moving toward it. Life has a way of challenging us, often knocking us down when we least expect it. When that happens, it can feel like the world is against us, and we're left questioning how we'll ever get back on track. But here's the truth. The road back up is never a quick one. It takes time, it takes patience. And that's something many of us struggle to accept. We live in a world where we're told that we need instant results, instant success, and instant gratification. But let me tell you something. Life doesn't work that way. The most meaningful journeys, the ones that truly shape who we are, take time to unfold. Patience is not about sitting around waiting for things to magically change. It's not about giving up or letting things pass you by while you wait for the world to give you what you think you deserve. No, patience is about holding on to your faith in the process, no matter how tough things may get. It's about staying committed, staying focused, and continuing to move forward with purpose, even when it seems like progress is slow. Patience is about trusting that every small step you take, every action you make, is inching you closer to the person you're meant to become. It's easy to feel frustrated when results don't come right away. We all want to see the fruits of our labor instantly. But the truth is, life has a way of preparing us for greatness in stages. Each setback, each failure, each struggle is part of a larger plan. These experiences mold us, shape us, and teach us valuable lessons. If we rush the process or give up too soon, we miss out on the growth that only comes with time. Imagine planting a seed. You can't force it to grow faster. You can't rush it. As you move forward, don't focus on how long it's taking. Instead, focus on the progress you're making, no matter how small it may seem. Each step you take, no matter how insignificant it feels, is bringing you closer to your goal. Keep moving forward even when it feels like the distance is too great, because every step you take is a step in the right direction. So, my friends, don't rush the process. Have patience. Trust in the timing of your life. Keep moving forward with faith and perseverance. And know that every struggle, every challenge, and every small victory is helping you become the person you were always meant to be. Keep going, keep trusting, and keep believing in the power of patience. The journey is worth it. In this world, we all face challenges. There will be times when life will knock you down, when you will feel like you're drowning under the weight of everything. It's during these times that many of us make the mistake of thinking we have to go it alone. We think we have to stand on our own 2 feet, hide our struggles, and push forward as if we're invincible. But here's the reality. No one, absolutely no one, makes it through life's trials alone. There is strength in reaching out. There is strength in leaning on others when you feel weak. Don't ever be afraid to ask for help. Don't let your pride stand in the way of allowing someone else to lift you up. Find those people who see the best in you, who believe in you when you can't believe in yourself, and who remind you of your greatness when it feels like you've lost it. These are the people who will stand beside you, not just in good times, but especially when the storms roll in. And they are the ones who will help you remember that you are more than your struggles, more than the setbacks, more than the failures. But remember, support is not just about receiving, it's also about giving. You see, true strength comes not only from those who hold us up, but from the act of lifting others up in return. There's something incredibly powerful about giving support to others. Sometimes when you're feeling at your lowest, the best way to rise is to help someone else rise. It's in these moments of kindness, of giving a hand to someone who's struggling, that you discover just how much strength you truly have. It's almost magical when you extend a helping hand to someone, when you listen to their struggles and offer them a little piece of your heart, something happens. You start to heal. You start to see that the act of being there for someone else can often remind you of your own value, your own worth. It can reignite the fire inside you that may have been dimming. In helping someone else rise, you find yourself rising higher than you ever thought possible. Support, whether you are giving it or receiving it, is what keeps us going. It's the reminder that we are never truly alone. The connections we build, the relationships we nurture, become our anchor in the storms of life. So don't just wait for someone to lift you up. Be the person who reaches out. Be the person who sees potential in others, even when they can't see it in themselves. Be the person who believes in others, even when they've lost faith in themselves. Together we are stronger. Together we can overcome anything. The power of support, both giving and receiving, is what transforms a person from someone struggling to someone unstoppable. So don't shy away from the support that is available to you, and don't hesitate to offer your own support to someone else. The strength you find in support is the strength that will carry you to places you never imagined you could go. When life hits you with a setback, it's easy to become overwhelmed, to get paralyzed by doubt, and to feel like you're stuck in a cycle you can't break. You begin to question everything, the choices you made, the path you're on, your own abilities. You replay what went wrong over and over, thinking that if you just analyze it enough, the answer will reveal itself. And before you know it, hours, days, and even weeks have passed, and you haven't made any progress. You're stuck in the past, replaying the mistakes instead of moving forward. Let me tell you something. Wasting time on what went wrong does nothing to move you toward what's right. In fact, the longer you sit in that place of doubt and regret, the harder it becomes to get out of it. The secret to overcoming any setback is simple. Take massive action. Don't wait for the right moment to appear. Don't wait for everything to fall into place. That perfect moment you're waiting for, it's never going to come. You have to create it. The key to turning things around is action. When life knocks you down, the first thing you must do is get up. And when you get up, don't just take small, cautious steps. Don't wait for a clear path. Take massive action. Move with purpose. Move like you know that even though you don't have all the answers, you still have the ability to make things happen. You have to make the decision to act, even when you're not sure how everything is going to play out. The moment you start moving, even if it's just one small step, you send a message to yourself that says, I am not done yet. I am in control. I will move forward no matter what. Taking massive action is what sets successful people apart from those who stay stuck. It's easy to stay paralyzed in the face of adversity. It's easy to sit back and think that nothing will ever change. But those who succeed aren't the ones who wait for everything to be perfect. They are the ones who act, regardless of the circumstances. They understand that action is what creates momentum, and momentum is what carries them to their next breakthrough. You have to stop waiting, stop overthinking, stop worrying about the right time. The right time is now. It always has been. The longer you delay, the longer it will take for you to see results. Every second spent in hesitation is a second wasted, but every second spent in action moves you closer to the life you want. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to where you want to be and controllable. There's never been a time when getting the right tools was better than no tools. So when life knocks you down, don't stay on the ground. Don't waste time. Get up, dust yourself off, and take massive action. Start moving in the direction of your dreams, even if it's just one small step. Progress doesn't always come in big leaps. It comes through consistent, relentless action. The sooner you get back in the fight, the sooner you'll see results. And the more you move, the faster progress will come. It's time to stop thinking about what went wrong and start thinking about what you can do right now to move forward. The time for action is now. Take it. Life as we know it isn't always kind. It has a way of throwing punches, of challenging us when we least expect it. And when we get knocked down, it's easy to feel like we'll never rise again. It's tempting to stay down, to stop, to quit, and to wonder if it's all worth it. But let me tell you something. Stopping is the only way to truly fail. The greatest thing you can do when life knocks you down is to keep moving forward, no matter what. Every time you get back up, every time you push through the pain and the doubt, you build momentum. And momentum is everything. Momentum is the force that propels you forward even when the road gets tough. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts slow, but the longer it moves, the faster it goes and the more power it gathers along the way. Every step you take, no matter how small, adds to that momentum. Every step is one step closer to the breakthrough you're waiting for. But here's the thing, that momentum won't always feel like it's there. It won't always feel like you're making progress. Sometimes you'll feel like you're walking in place, putting in all this effort, but not seeing the results right away. That's when the temptation to stop will be the strongest. But that's when you have to remind yourself, progress doesn't always happen on your timeline. Sometimes it takes longer than we expect. Sometimes it's a slow, steady grind, but the key is to keep moving, even when it feels like you're not moving at all. Don't stop. Don't let the setbacks define you. Don't let the tough times convince you that you're not on the right path. It's easy to get discouraged, to let doubt creep in when things aren't going the way you want them to. But remember this, every successful person, every person who has ever achieved greatness has faced the same doubts, the same struggles, the same tough times. What separates them from those who give up is simple. They kept moving forward, even if it's slow, even if it feels like you're not making progress. The act of continuing, of refusing to quit, is what will eventually lead to the breakthrough you've been waiting for. One day, when you least expect it, everything will fall into place. The breakthrough will come and you'll look back and realize that the key to that success wasn't in a moment of brilliance, it was in the decision to keep moving forward even when the road was hard. So no matter what life throws at you, no matter how many times you fall, the most important thing is to keep moving forward. Keep showing up, keep putting one foot in front of the other, because the momentum you build today will carry you through tomorrow and the next day and the next. Don't stop. Don't ever stop. Because when you keep moving forward, you build a future that you can't even imagine right now. And that future is worth every step you take. When life knocks you down, get up smarter. Embrace the knockdowns as opportunities to grow. Learn from them, refuse to stay down, and rise with a stronger resolve. Keep your vision in sight, cultivate patience, and always take action. Surround yourself with the right people, and above all, never stop moving forward. Because the truth is, every time you get knocked down and rise again, you become more powerful than you were before. And that is the greatest victory of all.